Hello guys, welcome back to SMB Designs. My name is Stephanie, and each week on Wednesday I read through a book of the Bible consecutively Wednesdays until we finish that book. Right now we are going through the book of Enoch. This is not a book that's actually in the Bible, but it's one that has great controversy over it, and I have this book that I'm going through, that I'm looking at, going through, The Lost Books of the Bible, Great Rejected Text. This one happens to be by Joseph B. Lumpkin. I am not reading any of his notes at all. I'm only reading the chapters. So once we finish this book, we will go back to the Bible for the next one. And yeah, so if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. Go ahead and click that bell notification so that you can get notified each time I upload. This channel on the other days of the week are crafty days. On Wednesday evenings, we have what's called Wine Wednesday. And basically, it's just a time for us to come together, relax, have a good time, drink a glass of wine if you want it. Yeah, just kick it together. We'll do some crafting, things like that. And then throughout the week, I sporadically post other videos. It's been very sporadic lately. I've been sick, but I am trying to get back on track. So I look forward to seeing each of you, and I pray that you have a great week and that this touches your heart in some way. So let's get started. We left off, we finished chapter 39, and we're going to begin in chapter 40. And after that, I saw thousands of thousands and 10,000 times 10,000. I saw a multitude beyond number and reckoning, who stood before the Lord of Spirits. And on the four sides of the Lord of Spirits, I saw four figures, different from those that did not sleep. And I learned their names, for the angel that went with me told me their names, and showed me all the hidden things. And I heard the voices of those four presences as they uttered praise before the Lord of glory. The first voice blessed the Lord of Spirits forever and ever. The second voice I heard blessing the elect one and the elect ones who depend on the Lord of Spirits. And the third voice I heard pray and intercede for those who live on the earth and pray earnestly in the name of the Lord of Spirits. And I heard the fourth voice fending off the Satans, or in parentheses, adversaries or accusers, and forbidding them to come before the Lord of Spirits and accuse them who dwell on the earth. After that, I asked the angel of peace who went with me, who showed me everything that is hidden. Who are these four figures which I have seen and whose words I have heard and written down? And he said to me, the first is Michael, the merciful and long-suffering, and the second, who is set over all the diseases and all the wounds of the children of men, is Raphael. And the third, who is set over all the powers, is Gabriel. And the fourth, who is set over the repentance and those who hope to inherit eternal life, is named Hanuel. I think the P is silent there, but it's spelled Phanuel. And these are the four angels of the Lord of Spirits, and the four voices I heard in those days. Chapter 41. And after that, I saw all the secrets of heaven, and how the kingdom is divided, and how the actions of men are weighed in the balance. And there I saw the mansions of the elect and the mansions of the holy. And my eyes saw all the sinners being driven from there, which deny the name of the Lord, or Spirit of spirits. And they were being dragged off, and they could not live because of the punishment which proceeds from the Lord of Spirits. Side note has John 14:2, and it says, "In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also." Back in chapter 41 at verse 3. Okay, I'm sorry I had to pause. We did read over, I believe we left off where I read, I read John 14:2 to you. So we'll just pick up in verse 3. If I've already read it, we'll just hear it one more time. "And there my eyes saw the secrets of the lightning and of the thunder, and the secrets of the winds, how they are divided to blow over the earth, and the secrets of the clouds and dews. And there I saw where they came from, and how they saturate the dusty earth. And there I saw closed storehouses, out of which the winds are divided, the storehouse of the hail and winds, the storehouse of the mist, and of the clouds, and the cloud thereof hovers over the earth from the beginning of the world. And I saw the storehouses of the sun and moon, where they go and where they come, and their glorious return, and how one is superior to the other, and their stately orbit, and how they do not leave their orbit, and they add nothing to their orbit, and they take nothing from it, and they keep faith with each other, in accordance with the oath by which they are bound together." And first the sun goes out and traverses his path according to the commandment of the Lord of spirits. And mighty is his name forever and ever. And after that I saw the invisible and the visible path of the moon. And she accomplishes the course of her path in that place by day and by night, the one holding a position opposite to the other before the Lord of spirits. And they give thanks and praise and rest not, but their thanksgiving is forever and ever. For the sun makes many revolutions for a blessing or a curse, and the course of the path of the moon is light to the righteous and darkness to the sinners in the name of the Lord, who made a separation between the light and the darkness, and divided the spirits of men, and strengthened the spirits of the righteous in the name of his righteousness. For no angel hinders, and no power is able to hinder, for he appoints a judge for them all, and he judges them all himself. Chapter 42. Wisdom found no place where she might dwell. Then a dwelling place was assigned her in heaven. Wisdom went out to make her dwelling among the children of men, and found no dwelling place. Wisdom returned to her place, and took her seat among the angels. And unrighteousness went out from her storehouses. She found those she did not seek, and dwelt with them. She sought no one in particular, but found a place, as rain in a desert, and dew on a thirsty land. Chapter 43. And I saw other lightning, and the stars of the heaven, and I saw how he called them all by their names, and they obeyed him. And I saw how they are weighed in a righteous balance, according to their proportions of light. I saw the width of their spaces, and the day of their appearing, and how their revolution produces lightning. And I saw their revolution according to the number of the angels, and how they keep faith with each other. And I asked the angel who went with me, who showed me what was hidden, "What are these?" And he said to me, "The Lord of Spirits has shown you their parable. These are the names of the holy who dwell on the earth and believe in the name of the Lord of Spirits forever and ever." Chapter 44. Also another phenomenon I saw in regard to the lightning, how some of the stars arise and become lightning and cannot part with their new forms. Chapter 45. And this is the second parable, concerning those who deny the name of the dwelling of the holy ones and the Lord of Spirits. They shall not ascend to heaven, and they shall not come on the earth. Such shall be a lot of the sinners who have denied the name of the Lord of Spirits, who are preserved for the day of suffering and tribulation. On that day my elect one shall sit on the throne of glory, and shall try the works of the righteous, and their places of rest shall be innumerable. And their souls shall grow strong within them when they see my elect one, and those who have called on my glorious name. Then I will cause my elect one to dwell among them. I will transform heaven and make it an eternal blessing and light. And I will transform the earth and make it a blessing. And I will cause my elect ones to dwell on it. But the sinners and the evildoers shall not set foot on it. For I have seen and satisfied my righteous ones with peace, and have caused them to dwell before me. But for the sinners there is judgment impending with me, so that I shall destroy them from the face of the earth. Chapter 46. And there I saw one whose face looked ancient. His head was white like wool, and with him was another being whose countenance had the appearance of a man, and his face was full of graciousness, like one of the holy angels. And I asked the angel who went with me, and showed me all the hidden things concerning that Son of Man. Who is he? And where came from? And why he went with the Ancient One? And he answered and said to me, This is the Son of Man, who hath righteousness, with whom dwells righteousness, and who reveals all the treasures of that which is hidden, because the Lord of Spirits hath chosen him, and whose lot has preeminence before the Lord of Spirits in righteousness, and is forever. Preeminence. And this Son of Man, whom you have seen, shall rise up the kings and the mighty from their seats, and the strong from their thrones, and shall loosen the reins of the strong, and break the teeth of the sinners. And he shall put down the kings from their thrones and kingdoms, because they do not exalt and praise, nor humbly acknowledge who bestowed their kingdom on them. And he shall make the strong hang their heads, and shall fill them with shame, and darkness shall be their dwelling, and worms shall be their bed, and they shall have no hope of rising from their beds, because they do not exalt the name of the Lord of Spirits. They raise their hands against the Most High, and tread on the earth, and dwell on it, and all their deeds manifest unrighteousness. Their power rests on their riches, and their faith is in the gods which they have made with their hands. They deny the name of the Lord of Spirits, and they persecute the house of his congregation, and the faithful who depend on the name of the Lord of Spirits. We'll stop there for today, and we will pick back up in chapter 47 next week. I do pray you have a blessed week, and I look forward to seeing you all many more. Thank you so much. Have a great week. See you later. Bye.